From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
It's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is,
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Isabella, hello, it's Roz and Mocha.
hi, how are you?
Good, girl. I know there's a lot going on in your life. Why are you here on FML?
How do I deal with a husband who's crossing boundaries while we're on the brink of destruction?
So before I read this, I'm going to let everybody know that this is one of those, is this cheating or is this not cheating? So now let me go here. Isabella, you wrote this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. I'm 42, married with 3 kids, and my husband of 21 years recently decided to end our marriage due to financial stress and loss of trust. We agreed to stay together for the kids until the new year, while I prepare for a new life on my own, including finding a full-time job and a new place to live. Recently, I discovered he's been messaging another woman, claiming he doesn't know her. Within days, he sent her personal photos and expressed strong feelings for her. He initially hesitated about meeting her, but eventually lied to me, saying he was meeting an old coworker. Their meetup was intended to be more intimate, and he even showed her the condoms he planned to use.
Oh, wow.
Is this cheating, even though we're, quote, separating? We have no legal separation in place, but it feels like infidelity to me. I'd appreciate an outside perspective.
So when you said that he decided to end the marriage due to financial stress and loss of trust in you, in the marriage, what's that about?
In the finances.
Oh, okay.
So the separation, the breakup is all about money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but like explain that. Like he thinks you're spending too much money, that the family doesn't have enough money, that he doesn't have enough money. What's the money issue?
That he can't do it anymore, that his dreams, for the family has, he's lost all hope in that we will be able to do things that we want to do as a family, and he can't do that anymore.
Okay, but does he think that he can do all of those things solo or like with someone else?
I don't know.
How old are your kids?
My eldest is 19, middle is 18, youngest is 14.
But he knows, like, once you guys separate, he still has financial responsibility with the family.
Does he? I don't know.
Well, to one of the kids.
Yeah, to the youngest one.
Yeah.
Right?
I also think it has to do with you have to pay because if they're still in school.
So he felt that that the family wasn't going to live up to the dream that he had for the family because of financial reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So his decision was to just then cut ties with the family and go at it on his own, right? That's what you're saying?
Basically, yeah.
And you obviously had to go along with this because what other choice do you have?
I don't.
You don't. You're not working.
Part-time.
Yeah, okay. But like you can't say, hey, listen, we're going to get through this together. Like that's not the situation you're in.
I've tried. I even went to the point of saying, did you want to maybe do like some marriage counseling so we can work on us?
He's done.
I've done all of that.
It sounds like he's done, right?
Like he's checked out.
Yeah. He's done. You guys have been together 21 years. The kids are grown for the most part, and he's looking at how much life he has left and how he wants to live it. He's looking at his own version of what's going to make him happy, and the conclusions that he's come to is the thing that's going to make him happy is that if he's away from you guys, right?
It's more essentially away from me.
Away from you.
It was really weird because we went from being together as a family on like a Monday, then, like a Tuesday, it was another, beautiful day. And then Wednesday was like, hey, you know what? I'm done.
Obviously, he met a woman at some point in there.
I don't know.
Or somebody expressed interest in him.
The interest has come now. And
as far as you know, though.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And the thing is like we had a very good relationship in the sense of, I could look at his phone. We could play games together on each other's phones. And then I started noticing things like, turning away from me, putting the phone in the pocket.
Yeah.
Trimming things that don't always get trimmed.
So okay, yeah. There you go. That's the one. So you're going. No, it's all good. You said it though. We got it. So you have to go and find somebody to help you through this, right? Like you can't do this on your own.
I've already spoken. Like I did speak with a lawyer.
Yeah.
Like, I know what's available to me, and I know what is going to happen in that sense of that. But it's just like. So you sleep in the same bed as me. In his head,
you guys are done. You've made the agreement to stay together until the new year, and then he's going to go his way, and you're going to go your way. So in his head, is it cheating? No, I'm sure he says we're not even together anymore. You know, the only reason why we're in this house is because we made the decision to stay together for the kids until the new year and until we can get things in place. So in his head, it's not cheating. Is it a scumbag move? Yes. Is it like the most disrespectful thing that he could do? Yes. So what are you hoping for here from us? Like, are you wanting to ask if it's cheating, or if you're looking for some sort of solution, or what are you hoping for?
You see, this is the thing. You don't anticipate that it's going to end. You're hopeful that, things will get better. You work on a few things and you try. But at the same time, it's like I'm respectful to you because you are still my husband. I am still, your wife, your partner. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to go and start looking for someone else when I come into the same bedroom as you. I almost feel like he's doing it to hurt me on purpose.
Yeah. It makes it easier for him because it puts you in a position to end things quicker.
And he doesn't know that I know.
So I think that you should say, hey, listen, we've already made this decision. I'm talking to lawyers. We're going to sort all this out. I'm going to get every single thing I'm entitled to. But the one thing I can't have is I can't have you disrespecting me. So you got to figure something out because you're out there having sex with women, sending them videos, trimming things that don't usually get trimmed, and buying condoms. So the one thing that's not going to happen is you're not going to go and do that and then come back and sleep here. This is a tough one. Start with the lawyers and make sure that you're going through this the right way.
Okay.
All right. Sorry you're going through that.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
All right, love.
Take care.
Oh, my God, my heart.
Bye-bye. Thanks, guys.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Bernice, welcome to FML. Let everyone know why you are here.
I am wondering how I can go about deciding on living arrangements for my kids.
Oh, my God. That's tough. You wrote, it says, hey, Roz Mocha can fix my life. I live with my husband's ex-girlfriend, who is the mother of his 2 children and her boyfriend. So we have 4 adults and 3 kids in the household. I thought it was a great idea to avoid the kids flipping between houses to celebrate the holidays together, like the Brady Bunch. When things are good, it's wonderful, but disagreements can get really intense. She can be quite unpredictable and often lies, which drives me crazy. I'm now questioning whether we should continue living together for the kids' sake or if we should ask them to move out. The kids love this setup, but as adults, we struggle to coexist even with the best intentions.
Is it a situation where there's like one family's like in the basement, another family's like on the main floor, or do you all share the entire home together?
It's a shared kitchen and bathroom, and then we live in a loft, and they live in the house.
Okay, so you're sharing. You're basically sharing the most important things that cause tension when you share.
Can you give us an example of a situation where when things get bad?
There's like the really bad ones are kind of personal fights, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Between you and your husband's ex, or between the 2 of them?
Between me and the ex.
Okay. I think the one thing that you have to factor into all of this, you're asking like what you should do, right? I think the number one thing is what's best for the kids.
Well, what's best for the kids would be for them to have their mom and dad every day, right? Mm-hmm. But it, like the way I was looking at it, it's like when you're with someone and you're like, oh, well, we're going to stay together for the kids. Is that always healthy for the kids?
But do they see or do they hear the fights? that happen amongst the adults?
Sometimes, yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Why did this arrangement happen? Did this arrangement happen because you thought it would be great for the kids, or did this arrangement happen because it was going to be bring the cost of living down for everybody involved?
It honestly came about because I thought it would be a good idea.
But a good idea for what? For who?
For the kids, because it's hard for them to go from one house for a week, then the other house for a week. It's constantly changing. Like there's different rules, different ways of living. It's not good for the kids to have to like readjust every week.
So your kids live in a house with both their maternal parents and their step parents.
Yeah.
I can't see how that works. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how that dynamic is sustainable. I mean, maybe somebody could make it work, but if
it's not working now, it's never going to get better.
It's a highly unusual way to do things. And I get that you think that it would be the best thing for the kids. And listen, if you guys lived on a farm and you had, your place and they had their place and you could literally walk in between and it was great and everybody got along. But two sets of adults who are both parents and step parents sharing children and bathrooms and kitchens, it's a recipe for disaster.
How old are the kids?
9, 8, and 4.
Oh.
And if you guys decide to get rid of this living arrangement, you split the kids up, right?
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's tough.
But I think you're right. You know what? I think you have to. Unless the 4 adults get in a room together and talk everything out. If you really want this to work with everyone in the house, those kids are so young and they hear everything. They're going to see everything. You don't want it to screw with them at all.
Does that stepdad sort of like, can he discipline the kids?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
But in front of like the real dad? Like the maternal dad? I don't want to say real dad. I made a mistake there. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many dynamics going on where I think like as a stepfather, because there's so many great step parents in the world, that I think that you need that time and space to kind of develop that relationship so you can be, what that kid needs. And I just don't know in this dynamic how everybody becomes their best selves.
That's actually very well said, actually. Because to be honest, I felt like I've been feeling like I'm drifting a bit further away from the other 2 kids. Their mom's always around. So.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys all become the best, because there's great step parents out there, and I think that you need to allow yourselves to become those things. And I don't see how any of this happens when you're all living in the same house.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's a good point.
It's either the adults, you split, like you and your boyfriend live one place, the ex and her boyfriend live in another place. You and your husband. Maybe you look for, I don't know, maybe you look for a building where you guys can rent 2 apartments in the same building. Yeah. So you're still close, but like, I don't know what the solution is, but keeping the kids close obviously is a priority, but I don't know I don't know how you guys move forward in a healthy way with this arrangement. Yeah. I really don't. Or even even like a set of townhouses.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Awesome.
right.
Thanks, Bernice.
No problem. Have a great day.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hello, Nicole. Welcome to Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
Thank you for having me.
Why are you here? Let everyone know.
I moved away and now I miss my family.
Oh, wow. You wrote, says, hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. I moved to New Brunswick with my kids and my husband, and I left my family behind in Ontario, and I miss them so much that I want to move back, but my kids don't want to. What do I do?
How long has it been since you've moved away? How long have you been in New Brunswick for?
Over 2 years.
Okay. Why did you guys decide to move?
The rat race, and it's very hectic. We lived in Hamilton, Ontario, as you can imagine, and just very busy. We wanted to kind of get away from that. So that's exactly what's happened.
We've talked to so many people who have done this before. I think we've even talked to another woman who moved to New Brunswick. You should hook up with her.
Yeah.
I should.
So why did you, when you say that you moved out there for all of those reasons, how many of those reasons were based around what would be best for the kids?
That's a great question. I don't think they really had a choice in the matter.
How old are they?
But they are 10 and 12.
So they just sort of went along. You guys were like, hey, the family's moving. And they were like, cool, start over.
Yeah.
And now I'm guessing they're somewhat adjusted out there. They got friends, all that stuff.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And your husband's doing well?
He's doing well. Yeah.
He's doing well. So it's just you.
It's just me.
Okay. And so you want to move your whole family back, even though your kids are thriving and your husband's thriving, but because you're not, right?
That's right. Yeah, I miss my my mom and my sister.
Okay.
Oh, of course you do.
Okay.
And have these conversations come up a lot between you and your husband?
Yes, it does.
What are you asking them to leave behind?
That's a really good question. They'd be leaving behind a lot, I think, if they were to move back.
So, and it's all because you miss your mom.
Yeah.
So why don't you see your mom more often?
Because, jobs get in the way and it's expensive to fly. But no, you're right. I guess we could make more arrangements to see each other.
Yeah. You could.
If that is an option for you.
Yeah.
FaceTime every day. I don't know if that would help.
Sure. Yeah.
Are you working? Do you got a job out there?
Yes, I do.
You do. Okay. And what would happen to your job?
I wouldn't be able to transfer, and it's a really great job, so I have to consider that too.
So there's a lot of positives happening in your life because you and your family moved out to New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
seems like everybody's doing well.
You're all thriving, every single one of you.
Yes.
Okay. And yet you want to make I'm going to use this word, but you want to make the selfish decision to take everybody away from that.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Including yourself and your great job, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, you used to live in Hamilton, right?
Yeah.
Here's one thing that'll deter you from moving back to Hamilton. They still haven't fixed Barton Street.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Where would you be looking to move if you move back?
Probably close to my mom. She's
is where?
like close to Port Colborne near Niagara Falls.
Okay. It's very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. What kind of place do you got out in New Brunswick?
It's quite a large house.
Yeah.
We actually bought sight unseen.
Yeah.
So we really didn't. Yeah.
But that property that you own out there, what it would cost if you move back to anywhere within Ontario.
Oh, yeah. No, we couldn't afford it.
No, you could not afford it. There were reasons that you guys made this decision.
You have so many positives.
And you guys made the right choice.
Yeah.
I think with a little bit more planning, maybe FaceTiming every day, but with a little bit more planning on like actual visits, you seeing your mom, you flying to where she is or figuring out a way for her to fly out to where you are a few times a year. I don't know if that is something that's feasible for you guys, but that may help.
Yeah, and as the kids get older, it'd be a lot easier as well.
Totally.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Just ask yourself, what is the upside for the family, not you? What's the upside for the family if you packed everyone up and moved back to Ontario?
Yeah, it's hard to even think of one right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good things happening out there for you and your family in New Brunswick. As they say in New Brunswick, fill your boots.
That's right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Love you, girl. Have a good day.
Love you.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Allie, it's Roz and Mocha. Welcome to Fix My Life. What in your life needs fixing?
How do I deal with my overbearing parents ruining my relationship?
Oh, damn. Allie, you wrote it says, hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. I've been struggling with mental health and addiction for years, but this past year, I've been doing really well and seeing progress. However, my parents recently put a tracker on my car to monitor where I go. Normally, I'd ignore it, but now they're overstepping by making assumptions about my actions and sharing them with my husband as if they're facts. I've asked them repeatedly to stay out of my relationship and just focus on being grandparents, but they continue to interfere. My parents, especially my mother, are manipulative and play the victim, which is creating unnecessary stress in my family. I'm at a loss, and I don't know how to handle this or save my relationship.
That is
What
tough spot to be in.
Right.
What kind of recovery are you in right now?
From opiates.
From opiates. And how long have you been off opiates?
Been within the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you on anything else right now?
No.
And then the mental health stuff, what are you dealing with?
Anxiety and OCD.
Okay. And so you're doing well. You feel that you're doing well, right? But your parents still have trust issues, obviously, right?
Which is fair, yeah.
Okay. And so why do they have those issues?
I don't know, to be completely honest. I mean, I did put them through a lot, and that's granted.
Yeah.
So that's understandable.
So when it comes to your husband, does he know, like, is he constantly having conversations with your folks, or is he talking to you? Okay. So they're like telling him what they think you're up to, even though you're not up to anything. And then he confronts you about it?
Yes.
And then your conversations with him go how?
Not very well, because he then thinks that I'm lying or doing something I shouldn't.
Okay, so he sides with your folks as well.
So
Well, yeah, it's more so because they're very manipulative.
Okay. So when they put a tracker on your car and they suspect that you're up to shady business, what's the evidence of that? Like what are you doing that they think you're doing something else?
Well, they're claiming that I'm going to places that I used to go.
Yeah.
But if they have a tracker and they can see exactly where you are, if you're not at that place and you're somewhere else, not doing the stuff that like the old you would do, what's their answer to that? How do they respond to that?
They just flat out say that they don't believe. Like, for instance, last week I drove by one of the places that I used to go to.
Mm-hmm.
I was dropping someone off at the bus stop.
Oh, okay. So they just thought that maybe you went back there.
Right.
Yeah.
And I flat out told them what was going on, and they just said they don't believe me, and then they speak to my husband and give it to him as fact.
How many lies did you tell your parents while you were using?
Quite a bit.
Okay, because the one thing that anybody who's ever dealt with addiction knows is the one constant with every single addict, no matter what they're addicted to, is that addicts lie.
100%.
And you've told hundreds, maybe thousands of lies to your parents?
For sure.
Okay, so when you're now pissed off that they don't believe you, you have to understand their position in this.
Absolutely.
Okay, and you got kids?
Yes.
Okay, so the overbearing and the manipulation and the everything else, that all can happen, but oftentimes that happens when somebody, especially a parent, feels that they have regressed and they then have to start treating you like they did when you were a kid, when you were a child. Okay? Right. They can't parent you like an adult. They can't be there for you and have those adult relationships when they still have to take care of you like you're a child. And and one thing, maybe you don't realize it and maybe they don't convey it properly, but I can guarantee you that your parents, regardless of how they act, and your husband and the communication that they have, everything else, everybody's main motivation for doing everything that they're doing is to keep you alive.
Right.
That's it.
And that's why I said, like, I would normally just leave it alone. It's the lies and them coming across or them telling him that it's fact when it's not.
But you did drive by. But you did drive by that place.
So they're going to make that assumption.
Okay.
And especially when your addiction was years and your sobriety has only been a year, right?
Right.
So the years of lying compounded, right, doesn't necessarily make up for your awesome year of living life, which is why everyone is still so concerned and making sure that you're okay.
And it's difficult for you because you're in a position now of where you have to prove every single day that you're not the thing that they think you are, right?
Yeah.
And it's hard because some days you have a great day, and I know what one of those great days is like, which is sometimes a great day is when you just don't even think about it at all, right?
Right.
And unfortunately for you, on one of those great days where you don't have to think about it, you then are put in a position to justify why you had a great day. And that's tough. Right? That doesn't make moving forward very easy because you constantly feel like you can't move forward because every day you have to put everything you did on trial in front of everybody in your family.
Right.
And that's hard. So I think that this all starts with just more deeper, longer conversations that you need to have with everybody in your family.
Okay. Thank you so much, you guys.
Okay.
All right. If you got to drop your friend off at the bus stop or the train station, whatever, pick a different location.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Yeah. Or this. I mean, my God, like there's little things that you can do. Okay. Like if you're out in the car and you got to go somewhere, drop a friend off, my God, FaceTime your mom in the car and just be like, yo, mom, Joyce is here. I'm driving down here. Listen, I'm good. Everything's good. The tracker's in the car. I didn't move the tracker. I'm not going to move the tracker, but I need you on FaceTime with me while I drive down here just so when I get home tonight, we don't have to have this conversation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Great idea.
Yeah.
And settle it then, not when you get home.
That's a good idea.
All right. Thank you, Allie.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.